Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the March 19th, 2026 Council Work Session. Beginning at 6:30 p.m., we'll begin with Mr. Masisklis.
Thank you, Mayor. I will discuss these items at the council meeting.
Thank you. Mr. Beresford.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. In front of you, I have two pieces of legislation. I'll first discuss the motion. This is a motion regarding a motion rescinding motion 27-2026 and establishing revised public comment procedures for council meetings. So council recently had a special council meeting and council discussed over some new procedures. So this motion is to rectify those procedures and rescind the previous motion from those procedures. So I will just briefly go over it. The first part of the motion is motion 27-2026.
Mr. Beresford, if I'm correct, there's no need to rescind. Because I believe the motion, as we said, was a verbal motion, so it acted more as a one-time suggestion to the chair and not necessarily overrid the codified ordinances.
No, it would not override the codified ordinances.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it was just on record, I mean, council
Yeah.
can move forward. If the council wants to table it, that's great. There is a sign-up sheet just for record-keeping purposes. I know that when there's somebody that goes up to the podium and states their name, it's a little hard on my end to try to decipher that last name, so that sign-up sheet is there just in case for my own sake when I'm going over the meeting minutes and trying to decipher the last name. Individuals can omit their address from the record if they choose. That's all I have on regards to that motion. And then there's a piece of legislation regarding an ordinance amending section 210.02 of the codified ordinances of the city of Trenton. This discusses that audience of the public section. Citizens is, I know there's some ambiguity discussing, defining what the term citizen is, so that has been changed to member of the public. I know there's discussion about striking out the entire language itself. The reason why it wasn't, the language itself wasn't struck, because if a member of the public recommends a policy to the city manager, then the city manager reviews that policy, then presents it to council at a following meeting. A good example of this, we had a member of the public bring in front requesting quail to be added to our codified ordinances, and staff reviewed that and then presented it to council. So that's why that language was not struck. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer.
During the audience of public, if you need help with the last name, don't hesitate to stop, and we'll have them spell that last name so everybody is in the record correctly. All right, we'll go to Fleet Maintenance Supervisor, Mr. Cody Truster.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight we have an agenda here, a motion to pass for the Public Works Department to purchase a coal planer, or also known as an asphalt grinder. This is a skid steer attachment that for the Public Works Street Department to help repair roads. It's a grinder, as you've seen where asphalt companies use it to make the butt joints and other repairs, base repairs. It is an item that we are wanting to request to put on our skid steer so we can help do some more in-house repairs. It is more designed for milling down asphalt to get a nice level finish, as you guys have seen the water cuts or blacktop patches where we've done water breaks and they start settling. This is an item that would go in and mill it down to get a level so we can fill it in correctly, or for the street crew to fill it in correctly. It also is a piece item that would help us mill in areas where you can see we've done a lot of pothole patching in the square area, where they can bring this in to mill it down and refill the whole area. For an example, when I talked to the foreman at the dead end or at the end of the area of Wayne Madison, going out of town heading north, there's where it's peeling up real good. It's an idea he has to go through with this item and to mill it and patch it, because it's just one area there that's failing. It's currently, is the one that we were going with was a Caterpillar because it came as the cheapest and best that we could find. We did get the demo on our machine. They let us come and get it, and we're a brand new one, get to try it out, see how it worked with our machine. Worked very well. I had 3 quotes from other manufacturers, and the Cat came in cheaper than anybody due to the Sourcewell bid.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from council for Mr. Truster or Mr. Bears?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Baker?
Mayor, good evening. The first motion I'll bring before you tonight is to enter a contract with professional services with Burgess and Nigel. This is to help with our water treatment plant. With some more mandated EPA requirements that we need to follow, and potentially use them for plant expansion in the near future. We sent out an RFI and an RFP, and they come back, basically they ended up being the only ones to come back to us. But they actually came and met with us and went and toured our facility, sat down with us and went over our needs. And everything was assessed on what our current needs are and our future expansion.
Sounds good. Do we have any questions?
Will they be training staff by any chance, Mr. Baker?
Portions of it will be training staff with SOPs, contingency plans, stuff like that, yes.
Thank you.
But the actual making of the water, no. Just standard operating procedures and stuff like that, yes.
Okay.
I do have a question. So there was a talk earlier about softening the water from the plant more than it already is softened. And I was told that we would have to have a new system if we did that we'd have to change over a lot of things. If we're looking into a possible expansion, then can we look into that as well?
Yes, sir. That's a part of this professional services.
Oh, okay. Well,
Cool.
thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of citizens
No
do as well.
guarantees.
Yeah, no, of course, but
But yes, that's part of the discussions we've had.
thank you very much.
Not a question, but more of a comment. I know the treatment plant's been online for, what, right at 20 years?
2006, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't remember us doing a, I mean, I'm sure we've made updates and stuff, but I don't remember us doing a complete overhaul of our SOPs or anything in that time period. So this is probably well overdue.
Yes, sir, it is. The other motion line for you. I have a second motion. It's for the city manager to enter a contract with Kleiners Engineering for the East State Street turn lane. Part of the urban paving project that'll happen this year with ODOT. That's slated for this year, and this is in the design phase with a turn lane coming into town, coming from the east going to the west, and that will include a 5-foot bike path along with that and some additional sidewalks. So we need to enter this contract with Kleiners, finish the design.
Thank you. Any additional questions or comments?
So that be done at the same time as the paving, or?
No, sir. The paving, the resurfacing and striping will be done this year. The first tracings of the drafts for the documentation is due April 28th. And then the final tracings of documentation is due in January of 28. It's a little bit of a process. We have to acquire some right-of-way areas and need some time to take care of that. That's why it will not be done at the same time. But we're looking at 2028 for that, and that'll be widening to the north, creating the turn lane, adding the 5-foot bike path along the south side of the road, going over to the bridge going to the Metro First.
Are both of these projects in this year's budget already?
In this year's budget, not both of them. The one is, for the urban paving is, the Turn Lane Matthew, I don't believe that is.
No, this engineering expenses, but the actual expense, the current, that'll be in 2020.
Yes, right. I knew the engineering was, but the actual project, no, because
Yeah.
we don't have numbers on that yet. No design, completed design, get engineer's estimates on.
Looking
we're-
closer into our TIP funds as well. I know that this states that it's using the street improvement funds, but we will likely be able to allocate both of these, both the water treatment plant comprehensive support services and this engineering service to the TIP funds.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you. City Manager Nichols.
Thank you, Mayor Perry. On your agenda tonight, there is a motion to approve the commercial industrial fence permit submitted by Prologis. Section 1256.11F requires planning commission and council review for any commercial or industrial fences that go above and beyond or deviate from the residential code. On 3/16, Planning Commission recommended council approval of the permit. And then additionally, there's legislation to accept, modify, or reject the final replat for Trenton Square. This is in relation to adjusting the water main, expanding public utility easement, adding public utility easement to accommodate electric, modify stormwater basin lot lines, things of that nature. And on 3/16/26, Planning Commission recommended council approval of that as well. Additionally, there is a first reading of an ordinance amending section 452.03 of the codified ordinances. This is the ordinance as it relates to no parking within 10 feet of a community mailbox. And those are the items on the agenda that I have.
Thank you. Any questions with those items?
Okay. I do want to give kind of a project update as it relates to several city projects and things going on around town. So the municipal building, foundation footers have been installed. Block laying has begun in the locker room, storm shelters area, as well as the detention jail area. Interior plumbing is installed. Sanitary sewer lateral is installed. The water main loop around the complex is about 50% installed. Interior electric conduits are finishing up as the block mason is progressing. Exterior conduits are in progress. Additionally, in the next week or so, you should see a crane on site and the exterior wall panels will begin going up. So the building will start to take shape. As it relates to the on-site improvements with that site, the water main and storm structures and piping are completed on the Edgewood Drive section. The street cut out has been performed and we're waiting crossover conduits and electrical structures from Duke Energy. Once those structures and conduits, crossover conduits have been installed, curb and asphalt will follow. So you'll be seeing actual roads on that site here soon. Additionally, off-site improvements with regards to that project. Barrett Paving has called in locate tickets and the area is being staked for construction. Duke has relocated electric poles on Wayne Madison Road as it relates to this project. And in the next few weeks, Barrett will be in town and you will see improvements being made on State Street and Wayne Madison for that project as well. Additionally, one thing I wanted to note as it related to that, one of the storm sewer projects that we have been holding off on internally is the slotted drain project on the south side of State Street. Since we were already going to be doing work in that area. It made sense to incorporate it into this project work. So Barrett Paving will also be working on that side of the street as well and updating that sanitary slotted drain. Splash pad, the drainage system is installed and the detention area is completed, including seed and straw. Electric service has been relocated and inspected. It is being connected to city water as of this week. Pressure testing will occur shortly. The next step would be installing the aquatic valving panel. The contractor major states that they'll be coming out soon onto the site, weather permitting. The middle walking path has been restored. Structures may be installed within the next couple weeks, weather permitting, meaning that there will be visible improvements showing those splash pad features as well. So again, a lot of these projects have been kind of slowly moving on as weather has gone on, but here in the next few weeks, month or so, coming months, you'll be able to see a lot of progress being made on these projects visibly. As it relates to the elevated water tower project, earthwork excavation is complete, foundation footers are formed, rebar is in place and passed inspection. Actually today we had the foundation footer pouring and that has been completed. So that project will begin to go vertical soon enough as well. Again, so moving forward on all these projects. As it relates to the fencing down at, or not fencing, but the guardrail at the parking lot for Community Park, the materials are ordered, and we're awaiting Robinson Fence to get on their schedule and begin the installation of those parking guardrails to provide some safety with regards to Community Park. A sign is being designated to notate future site of Trenton Dog Park at the former Humane Society property on Trenton Road. We have calls out to fencing contractors and are waiting to obtain those quotes. Once we get those quotes, we'll take them to the Parks Board at a future meeting to have that conversation about it and get their thoughts on things. So that's all I have for kind of project updates overall. And we've got a lot of things going on, and I know there are many topics to talk about, but there's a lot of stuff that staff is doing. And pretty soon it's going to be very apparent and visible when things start happening and going vertical with our projects. So
Thank you.
that's all I have as it relates to that. Lastly, I request to go into executive session to consider confidential information that is directly related to a request for economic development assistance under any provision identified in Ohio Revised Code 121.22 subsection G8, or that involves public infrastructure improvements or the extension of utility services that are directly related to an economic development project as necessary to protect the interests of the applicant or the possible investment or expenditure of public funds to be made in connection with the economic development project, and to confer with legal counsel.
So now I would like to add the hiring, firing, or disciplinary action of a public employee to that as well. Do we have any other questions or comments by council at this time? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain.
I think that's in here somewhere. It's in here.
It's in the regular meeting? Okay.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for the reasons stated by City Manager Nichols and myself.
So moved.
Second.
Vice Mayor Croucher and Councilwoman Montgomery. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Croucher,
Yay.
Ms. Montgomery,
Yay.
Mr. Prophet,
Yay.
Mr. Nichols,
Yay.
Ms. Butts,
Yay.
Mr. Rourke,
Yay.
Mayor Perry.
Yay. We are going into executive session at 6:49 p.m. No other business will be conducted in work session, and we'll be back for the regular council meeting promptly at 7:30. Thank you.